Once upon a time, there was a Nigerian army which held sway as the strength, pride, and might of Africa. It would be recalled how President Buhari, as a general officer commanding in the early 80s, repelled the Metasine uprising and pursued the adversaries far deep into the Chadian territory. Such was the gallantry of the Nigerian army. However, over time, the Nigerian army fell on bad times with harrowing pictures of soldiers fleeing from terrorists. As the President Buhari administration now poises to restore the lost glory and honor of the Nigerian army, with the mandate of winning the war against the insurgents and recovery of all lost territories, does the Nigerian army have the resources, the mandate, and the political will to make a difference in a desperate polity that cries out for intervention? It's question time. Welcome to the program. I'm Benga Ashiru. You may also join in this conversation by sending us your comments on our various social media platforms showing on your screen. Today, the Nigerian army spearheads an anti-insurgency campaign in the Northeast, but the Amnesty International raises a red flag on the conduct of the Nigerian army. On the Boko Haram war, security experts say the quality of military intelligence will be a trump card in winning this battle. In a bid to set the record straight, Channels TV crew was at the Nigerian Army headquarters in Abuja. We met with the Chief of Army Staff, General Tukur Buratai. It says the federal government has regained all lost territories and it's currently fighting the last lap of the battle, clearing the Sambisa forest of any possible terrorist hideout or stronghold. Chief of Army Staff, General Tukur Buratai, thank you very much for joining us on this episode of Question Time. Let's take our point of departure from the military struggle to rescue the Chibok girls. Any updates on the rescue mission?
Well, I want to state here that, yes, the Chibok girls symbolizing what the overall rescue mission for the security forces, for the armed forces, and indeed other security agencies. Everybody is interested. It's not only the army. We have the Department of State Services. We have the other security agencies. Indeed, even the police and the National Intelligence Agency, they are all part of the rescue efforts. We have the Air Force, and to a greater extent also the Nigerian Navy, who are well embedded in our operations in the Northeast, carrying out special operations.
Not too long ago, the military made a pronouncement that it's aware of the whereabouts of the missing Chibok girls. So what can you tell us of their whereabouts now, and how far have you gotten in this rescue mission?
We've not, I can't remember the military is saying it's not the army, all right? We are still searching for them, and we continue to search for all abductees.
We understand that the Nigerian army has its own intelligence unit. What is the level of collaboration with other intelligence agencies of other security formation?
Yeah, they've been passing information to us on the movement of the terrorists, on the movement of their collaborators, and the movement of their logistics. And indeed, they also give us information from external sources relating to this insurgency, both the movement of the Boko Haram terrorists, their plans, and their various strategies that they try to employ, within the country and indeed externally as well.
Based on the international dimensions of the Boko Haram insurgency war, what do you make of the foreign intelligence gotten so far?
Well, they've been very useful in this age of globalization, in this age of supersonic information passage. We cannot go alone. We must also explore the support from our partners. I know the United States, the UK, France, Germany, and most importantly also our neighboring countries, taken from Chad, Cameroon, and Niger Republic. They've been providing us very useful information, and we've been sharing intelligence with these security agencies of these countries.
How far has the deployment of the military intelligence gone in assisting the Nigerian army to end the Boko Haram war?
We can see from the successes achieved in regaining the territories hitherto were under the Boko Haram terrorists. It also helped us in planning of our operations, and also it helps us, in coordinating other efforts with our neighboring countries. So it has been quite useful.
The coming on board of troops from Chad, Cameroon, and Niger Republic suggests that the troops within the country are not just sufficient. And it's quite amazing that we still find a situation where Nigerian government sent troops abroad for peacekeeping. Isn't it possible for us to take a cue from Mali in 2013, where it withdrew troops from various peace support missions?
You can never have troops enough to fight a war.
But Mali withdrew its troop in 2013.
Yeah, that's what they felt. That's their own, concern. So for the Nigerian army, yes, at the initial stage, we had to stop some of our units that were going to Sudan or going to Liberia to divert them or deploy them to the northeast. And there are some that came straight from the missions in Sudan and went straight to the northeast. So by and large, I think is one of the aspects that we considered that the troops here, we need more troops, and we are still adding more troops. All right, you need the technology also, the importance of intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, very effective, strong radar system, and a host of others, all right, that can help you contain such threats. And we thank God the Nigerian Army is progressing very well.
When you talk of reconnaissance, Reki, how much of this is deployed into your strategy? Because we understand that a few days ago, the Nigerian military were ambushed, and it took some time for the military to repel that attack. So what do you make of how would you describe the strength of the Nigerian army?
In terms of surveillance, we have some limitations, that's the fact. And we are complementing it with friendly countries who are supporting us in terms of the surveillance assets they have. And we've made some efforts to provide some tactical level surveillance for our units in the field. But we are still acquiring more to ensure that we have that capability both day and night. For now, our surveillance capability at night is limited, but we are making effort to improve. But our friends that are supporting us, as I mentioned, the US, UK, they are right now, providing the necessary surveillance.
You may also join in this conversation by sending us your comments on our various social media platforms showing on your screen. Coming up on Question Time, why is Nigerian Army planning to establish its own army aviation? Find out after the break.